how will they find their way? Be the eyes for the children, be the light that will lead, be the hope for the future, be the love that they need. Push away all the darkness, put away all their fears, be the eyes for the children, wipe away all their tears. Told us you were blind. They said you'd never see the emptiness inside, the many nights we cried. Was it fate or God that brought us to this place, a place of hope and love, with a smile on every face? Children, be the light that will lead, be the hope for the future, be the love that they need. Push away all the darkness, put away all their fears, be the eyes for the children, wipe away all their tears. Put away all their fears, push away all the darkness, be the eyes for the children.
Welcome to the 2020 Through the Looking Glass Gala Virtual Edition. It has been a long road for all of us this year, and we are extremely thankful for our presenting sponsor, Eye Surgeons of Indiana, Platinum sponsor, Ignite Transform, and all of our gold sponsors, Abrams Eye Care Associates, Bosma Enterprises, Pizza King of Lebanon, Midwest Eye Institute, 2020 Institute of Indianapolis, Whitewater Eye Centers, the Heritage Group, AbbVie, and the Loth family. Thank you to all of our supporters for tuning in this evening to positively impact the lives of children with visual impairments. We feel very fortunate to have all of you here with us this evening and know it's been a very challenging year for everybody. My name's Lindsay Jordan, and I'm fortunate to serve as a board member for the Indiana Blind Children's Foundation, as well as chairperson of Through the Looking Glass Gala, where we're at tonight. I'm excited to be joining you live on stage from Marquee Studios downtown with my co-host, Laura Alvarado.
Thank you, Lindsay. As the Executive Director of the Indiana Blind Children's Foundation, the Foundation staff and board have been working hard throughout the years to increase the community of supporters surrounding the students at the School for the Blind and Visually Impaired. Tonight's virtual event even has supporters joining us from California, New Mexico, Arizona, Missouri, Texas, and Florida. Over the years, the Through the Looking Glass Gala has been instrumental in introducing individuals to the needs of our students in thoughtful, creative ways that inspire year-round service and commitment. We expect to continue in that tradition this evening. Tonight's program is meant to unify us. Over this next hour, we will be focused on assistive technology and its importance to children and families impacted by visual impairments. Technology has played a key role in all of our lives over the last 6 months, allowing many of us to work remotely, access up-to-date health information and resources, and keep us all connected to our loved ones around the world. It's more imperative than ever before to ensure that children with disabilities are digitally included to the world around them. We live in a digital society, and access to computers, technology, the internet is the first step to equitable opportunities.
When I started this event some 9 years ago, it was to drive change and impact children with visual impairments. Today, that mission is the same. The gala motivates attendees to step up and be the change in a young person's life while having fun doing so. This year, it just happens to be from the comfort of your own home, or with us, stage. Even though you're enjoying this year's gala, possibly from your living room, we hope many of you dressed up tonight, because we did, so we don't want to be alone in this. From now until 9 p.m. this evening, be sure to snap a photo of you and loved ones dressed up and post it to your Facebook page. Make sure to include the hashtag TTLG 2020, so your photo makes it into our 2020 Through the Looking Glass Best Dressed Virtual Photo Album. Laura, you can't enter.
What?
You can't.
I thought we were doing this.
No.
We were doing this.
You can't.
Okay.
The photo album will be uploaded to the IBCF Facebook page by 9:30 tonight for you guys to share, put likes in, collect as many votes or likes from your family and friends as possible. So all the votes for any of the photos featured on the album must be in by noon on Monday. That's when we'll stop counting the likes, I guess. The attendee with the most likes on their photo will be crowned best dressed. So you have some time. If you're in your sweatpants, you can go change and then take a photo. One winner will actually receive a 1-hour headshot photo shoot for up to 2 people with fashion photographer William Balke. They'll receive 3 to 5 digital images and a $250 Visa gift card. That's not all. There'll be 2 VIP tickets to the 2021 Through the Looking Glass Gala that will rock and be the best ever. So just making sure everybody gets your pictures and snap away.
And just because Facebook wanted to throw us a surprise today, they decided to change some of their rules on their privacy settings. So if you've posted and your Facebook page is marked private, we're going to still need you to do one more step. And that is just go ahead to the Indiana Blind Children's Facebook page, so that's Indiana BCF, and go ahead and message us with your photo, hashtag TTLG 2020. We apologize for that inconvenience, but we know everyone's having a great time and there's got to be lots of selfies out there. Be sure to strike that pose and post tonight. Again, don't forget to include hashtag TTLG 2020 to make it into the photo album. We also have an amazing silent auction which opened on Tuesday and is filled with wonderful items that can be yours, but only if you bid. Hopefully you received some reminders to register on our BidPal auction website, www.bidpal.net/TTLG2020, where you already linked your credit card. If not, now would be a great time to do so. Once on that page, click on the sign in button at the top right of the event page to get started. If you are already registered, just sign in with the email and password that you set up in the system. The auction will end this evening at 9 p.m. and all winning bids are final. Take a look at some of our featured items tonight. Thank you to all of our auction donors for making this year's silent auction possible. If you haven't taken a look at our featured items in the auction, check out these packages. This is our Horse Soldier Bourbon. You don't want to miss out. This is a very, very rare bottle. In fact, there are none of these left. And as a surprise to us, our friends at Horse Soldier Bourbon are going to have that signed by the commander, Mark Nush, of the Special Forces unit that went into Afghanistan. So there's
awesome.
no other bottles like that. You want to make sure you get your hands on that.
That's
so
really
bid
cool.
high.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Bid a number of times. We also have some other items. Of course, we seem to have some bourbon lovers out there, 211, 215, as well as a great Pacers package that's very rare with a Victor Oladipo signature. So
This is the Blanton's one.
yes, we've been seeing some
I've been bidding
great bidding
on that.
words. So
Outbid me.
Thank you to Chip Nett and Brian Avery of Horse Soldier Bourbon for these packages that have helped us increase support towards our mission. Horse Soldier Bourbon is not only a partner, but devoted to helping us ensure our students have the technology they need to prosper. Let's take a closer look right now into package 101. It's not often that our gala features the work of a world-renowned artist and sculptor like Michael Naranjo. The Indiana Blind Children's Foundation, in partnership with the Eiteljorg Museum, were fortunate to bring Michael and his beautiful family, wife Lori and daughter Jenna, in to impact the students at the School for the Blind and Visually Impaired for an artist in residency program back in February. Michael lost his sight and the use of one of his hands due to a grenade explosion while serving in the Vietnam War. Naranjo's work is featured in the Vatican, the White House, and museums around the world. School for the Blind students worked with the staff at the Eiteljorg Museum as a part of the Foundation's No Limits program to bring the Please Touch sculptures by Michael Naranjo exhibit here to Indianapolis. This fully accessible exhibit features audio description, braille labels, and the ability to touch and feel all 31 of Naranjo's bronze sculptures. This sculpture, Fountain of Youth, auction package 101, features a young boy crouched down, knees bent, with both hands holding a vessel of some sort where water is intended to flow. Created in 2008 and featured here in bronze, this piece is the 6th of an edition of 10. So only 10 of this size exist in the world. It's 9 inches by 5 by 5 inches. Using no tools but his left hand, Michael's sculptures are meant to be touched. Michael's words to students when he worked alongside them, making clay: never take no as an answer to you wanting to fulfill your dreams. If you can dream it, go after it. The foundation is devoted to bringing in remarkable individuals like Michael Naranjo to inspire our students to dream big. The foundation serves as an important role for the school, bridging partnerships like this in our community and filling in the financial gaps that exist in the state school budget. Supporting 5 key areas: assistive technology, arts and music, career development, family engagement, and health and wellness programs. Your support this evening can help our students fulfill their dreams. So let's keep those bids going.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's beautiful. The arts have always played a crucial role at the School for the Blind, and it has been a strong investment area of the Indiana Blind Children's Foundation. In fact, the arts have played a role in almost every year at the Through the Looking Glass Gala. If you've been an attendee before or are new to our event this evening, the school choir or jazz band typically kicks off the reception area with their performances and beautiful music. Well, what better way to kick off this evening than showcasing the strengths of the students impacted by the School for the Blind? Guess I shouldn't have drank before this, right? This year was a bit trickier than most, but through some of the creative approaches and the use of technology, the following video and performance was created, and you will surely be moved. All of the videos featured during our event will provide audio description and captioning to ensure everyone is able to enjoy our event. Audio description is the narration of visual elements seen in between spoken words. Just a friendly reminder that all access services for the entire program are on our partners' Ripcord Events YouTube channel. Just type in Ripcord Events into your search on YouTube should you need these services. Now, please welcome the ISBVI Choir Director, Janelle Pivick, and the ISBVI Choir performing Never One Thing by May Erlewin in the school's auditorium.
I am a victor, I am the lost. Yeah, victor, so you're victorious.
All right.
I am the
Okay.
I am a victor.
3, 2, 1.
I knee on the belly, I am the call. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am the truth, I am the lie. I am the ground, I am the sky. I am the silence, I am the cold. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the underbelly, I am the claw. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am hope, I am defeat. I am broken, I am complete. I am the grace, I am the fall. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the underbelly, I am the claw. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am the beggar, I am the queen. I am the ends, I am the means. I am the hammer, I am the wall. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the underbelly, I am the claw. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am the victor, I am the loss. I am the prophet, I am the cause. I am the salve, I am the sting. Never know, never one thing. I'm the underbelly, I am the claw. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am the mother, I am the child. I am the meek, I am the wild. I am a witch, I am a saint. You can tell me that I'm one thing, but I ain't. I'm the underbelly, I am the claw. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am a lion, I am the swan. I am a bull, I am the fawn. I am a woman, I am the ring. I am my own, never one thing. I'm the underbelly, I am the claw. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee.
And then I have to swallow spit a little bit.
You did it.
Nice work.
That might be my favorite part of that video.
That whole video, just that right
just
there.
Pure and raw. So thank you, kids. If you're watching at home, I know you are. We're so thankful, and thank you to Janelle Pivick, our choir director. Before we go further, we would love to take a peek at some of the photos being posted for our Best Dressed contest. We know there's some really amazing photos floating out there, so let's take a look. Oh my gosh, these photos look like we have some supporters having a wonderful evening. This is Braden Worrell and Jordan and Dr. Price.
Look at the dog.
David Thomas. These are some of our amazing, oh my gosh. My family is surprising me right now with a wonderful photo that they staged right there in the middle. And Amanda Black and Jay Black, wonderful, wonderful. Keep those posts going, and don't forget, you want to tag hashtag TTLG 2020 to be included in this Best Dressed contest. So should we take another look at maybe a silent auction item?
I think so, yeah. So Diamonds Direct tonight has been amazing. They are giving one lucky bidder a $1,000 shopping spree paired with appetizers and drinks from Ocean Prime at their store to make it an experience, if you will. This item is numbered 501 in our bidding system. From day one, Diamonds Direct has been perfecting the diamond shopping experience. With over 60 years in business, Diamonds Direct has been serving communities across the United States with a no-risk shopping environment that provides a lifetime warranty on all of its jewelry. The Diamonds Direct Foundation is dedicated to serving the most vulnerable populations in the areas where stores are found. In fact, Diamonds Direct, Laura, I don't know if you knew this, was one of our first partners for Through the Looking Glass Gala way back in 2012.
And
so
it's amazing that they've stayed on.
They
this
have
is our
been
9th year.
Awesome, especially those of you that have been before. So thank you so much, Diamonds Direct, for your dedication to our community. And
we love that our partners have come through and supported us in numerous ways this year. So one of the things I'd like to share is I've been at the foundation for 4 years, and in those years I've learned so much about our students and the way that they navigate the world around them. We have been on a journey together over this last year to increase inclusion efforts here in Indy through our No Limits programming. And the best way to increase inclusion is to educate and help others understand on a deeper level what it is like to navigate the world in someone else's shoes. So we're going to build some empathy and connections in these different experiences that we provide through our program. So we thought it would be best to do that again tonight, right?
that's a good idea.
There are many misconceptions about blindness. One is that either you have sight or you don't. And what many people might not know or understand is there is a wide spectrum of visual impairments at the School for the Blind and Visually Impaired. In fact, we have a large population of students that have what we call low vision rather than total blindness. Low vision is a vision problem that makes it difficult to do everyday activities. Low vision can't be fixed with glasses, contact lenses, or other standard treatments like medicine or surgery. And the type of low vision that one might have depends on the disease or condition that's caused that low vision. In fact, at the School for the Blind, there are 43 unique eye conditions impacting students from ages 3 to 22.
Wow.
So we wanted to take a moment and provide you a little bit of an experience and understanding of our students with low vision through 2 more common types of low vision. We're going to go ahead and go to central vision loss, which is what you're experiencing right now using our gala marketing image as an example. So losing central vision affects visual acuity, which is the ability to discern shapes and details. Those who lose central vision often feel like they are missing fine details or seeing blurred spots. While central vision only covers about 3% of our visual field, it allows us to make important judgments and understanding details about objects in our paths and estimating distances.
Yeah, these are really important. In fact, being in ophthalmology for as long as I have, I've unfortunately seen progression like this, and this is something that we want to try to prevent and help. So another common type of vision loss is the peripheral vision loss. Peripheral vision loss, as you are probably seeing on your screen right now, occurs when you can't see objects unless they're right in front of you. This is also known as tunnel vision. Loss of side vision can create obstacles in your daily life, often impacting your overall orientation, how you get around, how well you can see at night. Driving capabilities are basically gone. The number of conditions and different ways our students see the world means that there's not one computer device that works for all of our students. However, when the campus closed back in March, the foundation worked with the school leadership and parents to learn about the students' needs and the most appropriate device or devices, plural, necessary for us to, each of our students to be successful in learning and going forth.
So devices may range from an iPad or laptop with a screen reader, such as VoiceOver built into Apple products that give audible descriptions of what is on the screen. Or maybe something like a Braille Note Touch for some of our Braille proficient students who prefer an all-in-one type of device, allowing students to both receive information on their fingertips through a magnetic Braille keyboard and use that keyboard to output text or toggle on a modern tablet. The devices serve a great purpose even beyond the school day. Devices like these in the hands of children with visual impairments reduce barriers to information, equal the academic playing field, and open doors to the digital world. This creates access to education, employment, and civic engagement. These devices create access to the world in which we live. What stands between our students having these types of devices is the price tag. Our students' devices needs range from $750 to $6,000. $6,000 for one tablet. That's right, $6,000 for one tablet.
That's amazing.
Can you imagine that? So that is for the device I just described, that Braille Note Touch. Access like this is a catalyst for change and one that needs strategy not only in times of crisis, but year-round. This is why the foundation has recruited an amazing task force, a community of individuals to help the school address connectivity, family technology support, and workshops, and ways to ensure our students have access to this technology all the time.
That's really neat. Technology has been instrumental in supporting individuals like Casey Harris, the keyboardist of the Ex-Ambassadors, to follow their dreams. Not sure if you guys know this, but Casey Harris from the Ex-Ambassadors was born with senior Loken syndrome, a form of Leber congenital amaurosis that affects the retinas. Technology has continued to improve and evolve since Tom Sullivan, our featured guest speaker this evening, who was blind since birth, first took the stage 50 years ago. So, that being said, I am so honored to introduce our featured guest for this evening. Tom Sullivan is known to many as an actor, a singer, an entertainer, an author, producer, and even an athlete despite his loss of sight at birth. To me, he is all those things, and most importantly, one of my very, very dear friends. I enjoy our numerous phone calls throughout the months. It's been great. I've had the pleasure of knowing Tom for many years, and he lives by one most important rule, and that is any negative can be turned into a positive. And I know that through this hard time, we've actually all been able to experience turning negatives into positives. His roles as an actor have entertained audiences on TV series like Highway to Heaven, Touched by an Angel, Designing Women, and Mork and Mindy. He spent 6 years as a special correspondent for ABC's Good Morning America, where his inspirational stories on people beating the odds became a weekday staple. He is the author of 14 books, and his biography, If You Could See What I Hear, was made into a highly successful movie in 1982. I encourage you to go rent it, watch it, whatever. Tom has also been an inspiration to ophthalmologists, optometrists, and their staff, representing Allergan Pharmaceuticals, offering his special insight on the need for eye professionals to engage in intimate form of patient care over the last 15 years. He continues to pursue his successful career, turning his attention to the sport of research that he believes someday will eliminate most forms of debilitating blindness. Tom's formula for living is simple. Challenge yourself to be the best person possible, and in that effort, choose to make a difference in the lives of others. Simple as that, right?
Yeah.
It is my great pleasure to now turn it over to my amazing friend, Tom Sullivan.
Awesome.
A smiling Tom Sullivan plays piano.
I'm so pleased to be with you and to have a chance to make a difference on behalf of blind children, their families, the Indiana School for the Blind and Visually Impaired, and the Indiana Foundation. You know, 9 years ago, I was involved in getting this party started. That time, when that was all happening, women were dressed in beautiful long gowns. I was escorted by your committee head, Lindsay Jordan, and she looked beautiful. And the guys, well, we all wore tuxes. I mean, that was a party. Well, things are different now. Things are different now. COVID has changed everything, and all of us are together on Zoom, but our purpose is still the same: to provide children and their families with independence. It's just that some of the tools have changed, but the goal is still the same, right? Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So we're raising money to help children and their families have someone or something to lean on. What every blind child wants, what every blind child hopes for, is to live an independent life. To do that, we don't get there alone. We get there only with the help of people who choose to love us and educate us. And I want to take you back to a story from my own childhood. I went to the Perkins School for the Blind in Boston, Massachusetts, and I was a problem student. In fact, I hold the record at Perkins. I was expelled 11 times. The first time they asked me to go home, I was 8 years old, and I had gone down to the kitchen in the middle of the night and stolen chocolate chip cookies and brought them upstairs and gave them to all the blind kids, and they got cookie crap all over their sheets. So I was sent to the principal's office the next morning and put in a punishment chair. But my life was changed in that moment, because coming through the door were some people. I could hear their voices, but I didn't know who they were. It turns out that the woman who came through the door was Helen Keller. Helen had been educated at the Perkins School for the Blind by Tom Sullivan, and she had come back on her 80th birthday to be honored by the school. She was with her guide, and she came into the room, and the guide took her hand and spelled that there was a little...
He signs the words.
...boy in trouble. And Helen asked, why? And the guide said that I had stolen cookies, and Helen said that she wanted to speak to me, and I'll never forget that moment. I felt her hand touch my face, thumb on my throat, index finger on my lips, third finger on my nose.
He demonstrates.
And she said, little boy, they tell me you're a devil. Is that right, little boy? And I took Miss Keller's hand and spelled yes. And Helen said, good, keep it up. At that moment, Helen Keller changed my life. She opened the door, the portal to my mind, to all the things I wanted to be, to everything I thought I could be. It's no different today, except that now the door to freedom, the door that opens, the door that provides independence, the door that provides a life of freedom, that comes from technology. That's why we're here tonight. To raise money to provide appropriate communication technologies for blind children and their families. I remember how important technology was for me. You see, for me it started with simple Braille. It started with old tape recorders where I could record my notes. And then it moved, and I remember it so well, it moved to the Kurzweil reading machine. And for the first time, I could take the New York Times or Time magazine, put it on a screen, and listen to a computer voice read copy for me, read stories for me. And what I was feeling was the ability to work for myself, to be independent for myself. And then technology moved forward, and I got Dragon Speak. Oh boy, what a breakthrough that was. Because I was able to begin then to write my own books without having to dictate to anyone. All the things I wanted to write, articles, books, letters, all of it came because I had the independence of Dragon Speak. And then we moved forward again to the iPhone and to the freedom it's provided for me every day in terms of messages and texting and emails and all the things I can do with it, recording friends, communication, all of it relating to what? Relating to independence, relating to the possibility of defining my own life, not as a blind person, but as a person that happens to be blind. That's what we want. We want to move the idea, the label of blindness into a secondary position by providing independence and freedom, and that's what the technology does. That's what the technology does. And that's why tonight is so important. Wherever you are, whoever you're with, in your homes or in your offices, please know how much we need you. Please know how much the Indiana School for the Blind and Visually Impaired and our foundation needs your help. Help us provide the kind of freedom that technology allows blind children and their families to have. Everybody needs somebody. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your Be a difference maker. Allow blind children and their families to achieve the kind of independence that everybody deserves through technologies and your support. Thank you, everybody.
Tom smiles broadly, described by Audio Eyes.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, Tom. What an important message you have. You've inspired us to think about our role in the community and the way we can create positive change. Tonight, that's what we're trying to do, is show through and support our students and continuing to do so.
And thank you guys who've already started bidding. We want you to keep going. Thank you to Tom Sullivan for sharing his inspiring words. We want to take you to now Mark Bish, our auctioneer, who's going to guide you through one of our featured auction packages.
Thank you. I'm pleased to be here this evening. I've been excited to be here, and I'm helping the Indiana Blind Children's Foundation raise awareness and support for children with visual impairments. And I've been assisting this organization over the last few years, and this organization truly has had an impact on me and my family. We've all been impacted by this year's coronavirus, and there's been a lot of together time. And if you're anything like me, you're eager to get out, travel, and experience another scene. We're excited to give you a chance to leave your cares behind and enjoy an 8-day, 7-night stay for 2 adults at one of Vedanta's luxurious beach resorts located in one of 4 destinations in Mexico. Your choice of stay in Acapulco, Nuevo Vallarta, Cancun Riviera Maya, or Cabo San Lucas. Let's go ahead and show a quick preview of the luxury Vedanta has to offer. On this item, just like you do in the silent auction, so go to item 615. And so from your phone or your laptop, tap on menu and go to featured items, and you'll see the luxurious Mexico getaway, item 615, right in that list. So you can bid directly on that in the system. Now again, this is a 7-night vacation at a members-only resort, so this package typically isn't available to the public. So you're going to enjoy luxurious accommodations for 2 people, endless pools, world-class restaurants, activities for all ages. That's right, up to 2 children, 12 and under, can be included at no additional cost. We're asking for an opening bid of $2,000, so click that Bid Now button right on your phone or laptop.
Doesn't that sound like a good trip, Laura?
It does, so much so that
we had one available earlier, but
I took it.
This one took it. So
we have another one that's available right now.
Brought you another one.
That's correct. Now's your opportunity to enjoy a vacation filled with fun, relaxation, and the very best service that Mexico has to offer. Again, item 615, we're looking for that opening bid of $2,000. This is hotel accommodations only, and travel is valid for 18 months from the date of issue.
That's great. I think that 18 months is fantastic because you have time to feel comfortable to go travel.
Absolutely, and we all need some time to get away. Even though we've had a lot of together time, who else is with me? You need a little bit. Separation time.
Yeah.
So we're, again, still looking for that opening bid of $2,000. Most people take a vacation. Why not help the Indiana Blind Children's Foundation while giving your family those special memories on your exclusive vacation? Still looking for that opening bid of $2,000. We're asking you to click the Bid Now button. Toss your cares to the wind for an incredible vacation in a tropical destination. You can immerse yourself in the natural wonders, scenic ancient ruins, soaring cliffs, charming people, inspired art, and tangy tequila. Most people like that.
Everyone wants tequila.
I love tequila.
And parties along the playa in Mexico.
Might start bidding. Just the tequila part. No,
Now,
I'm kidding.
speaking of COVID, these exclusive beach resorts have taken extra safety precautions due to COVID-19 to ensure guests are safe during their stay. Now, at its heart, Vedanta is about happiness. It's about giving families a place to reconnect with each other and with nature. And since the very beginning, they've built their destinations in harmony with Mexico's most beautiful landscapes. As a result, the Vedanta resorts have achieved one of the lowest guest densities in the world, offering a higher quality of open space for you to enjoy during your stay. Still looking for that opening bid at $2,000. And Vedanta has set a new bar in the hospitality industry when it comes to safeguarding you and your vacation. They have a dedicated safety and sanitation department that verifies the precautionary measures and cleaning protocols are carried out through every one of their resorts. They have these really neat little electric transportation vehicles that are sanitized between every trip, and they've reduced the capacity of those public spaces and transportation to allow for social distancing.
You can always bring your mini hand sanitizers with you.
We do have that opening bid of $2,000.
Oh,
so
good.
Congratulations, but
Free bottle of hand sanitizer.
there is about a 17-second delay from what we're saying to what you're hearing on YouTube. So keep that in mind when you're bidding. Don't wait until the last minute. We don't want you to miss out on this very exclusive vacation. There's nothing more important than making room for your family's happiness. So we ask that you place that bid now. We have just a little bit longer for that vacation. We're going to close it here in just a few seconds. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and bid on that. We hope that you enjoy that vacation for the person that did bid. But maybe there is a $2,100 bid.
Oh.
So we do thank you for that participation. Again, there's about a 17-second delay. And if you're interested, it's important to place your bids right now. We don't want you to miss out on this exclusive opportunity, so place those bids right now. Again, we have a $2,200 bid.
Uh-oh.
Keep it going, guys.
Let's keep that going. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your participation. And right now we're at the $2,200. The next increment is $2,300. So if you're interested in getting that trip, it's $2,300, 18 months to take it, 2 adults, 2 kids, 12 or under. We're going to be closing this momentarily. Again, a 17-second delay between what I'm saying and what you're hearing. So please bid now. We're going to be closing this in just a few moments. We don't want you to miss this opportunity, and we want your support for the Indiana Blind Children's Foundation.
Thank you so much.
All right, I think that the bidding has slowed down. Right now, we're still showing a $2,200 bid. Oh, we just got another $2,300 bid.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Great.
I tell you what, let's leave that open until 9 o'clock.
Okay.
If we're okay with that.
Yeah.
We'll leave that bidding open until 9 o'clock. Again, Vedanta, 8 days, 7-night stay, 2 adults, 2 children, 12 or under, all included at no additional cost.
Wow, thank you, Mark. Congratulations to whoever's going to get that this evening. Maybe we can coordinate our trips. I don't know. But thank you for your support and keep that bidding going. I also want to take a moment and just thank and recognize our mini party package supporters. Big thanks to Edward Jones, Brett and Sherry Baston, Jay and Amanda Black and family, the Davis Smith family, Linda and Larry Francisco, Inner Balance, A Space for Wellness, Brian and Amanda Medora and family, the Mattis family, My Eye Doctor, Michael and Lori Naranjo and family, Michael Parent, Dr. Herbert and Patty Price, and Regions Bank. Thank you for that amazing support. It keeps us going. And we want to maybe take another look in some of our best dressed.
We have some best dressed.
Do we have somebody?
Submissions, maybe?
Anybody
possibly?
out there that maybe some new shots that were sent over that we can put forward?
Oh, look at.
Oh my gosh, we love these. These are great. Thank you, Christina Davis.
That's awesome.
And family, Becca Hobson, Jay and Garland Wilson. You guys are looking amazing and very stellar at home
That's
there.
good. Oh.
Oh my gosh, Jim Durst, Leslie, and our friends from Whitewater took us seriously.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
They are having a 1920s prohibition party. So, wow, great
I love
submission.
it.
And of course, our beautiful Dr. Diana Fisher and grandson. Keep your posts going. We want to see you out there having a great time.
Whose car is that? I want to know.
I know. Now for the moment we've been really waiting for. I invite you to use your phone to participate via the donate button. Many of you know that during our typical Fund a Need, you raise your paddle to show your support. Since we are virtual this year, your phone just became your paddle. And by now you should all be signed in into the BidPal site, www.bidpal.net/TTLG2020. Hopefully you've been shopping and bidding on some of these amazing auction packages. In that very system and site, there's a Donate Now button above the silent auction items and categories. If you can't find this, just go to the menu, click on Make a Donation, which will take you to the Donate Now information. There are preset amounts. Click on, and you can press Other and add your unique donation amount.
That sounds easy enough, so.
I think so.
Please know that all donations are final. Now that you're ready, let's first give you a bit more of our story and why technology is so critical for our students. The following video gives you a window into what happened at the School for the Blind when we had to close the campus on March 13th.
Hands type on a Braille keyboard.
One of my best friends is low vision. He frequently has said, you know, there's never a good time to be low vision or be a blind person. But if there were such a time, now is the time. Technology has leveled the playing field like no other time before.
Words appear in a computer's search field. Indiana Blind Children's Foundation presents.
Our students have access to information more readily available than they have in the past as a result of technology. It has provided them with learning experiences on the fly.
A 12 Stars Media production.
One of the challenges we have, though, is it's often far more expensive for the technology that we use for students who are blind or have low vision than those students that have sight.
It's even more important for our kids who are often so isolated by their communities and society just for having a visual impairment, to have access to technology.
Digital inclusion. Lush trees surround a campus of low brick buildings.
My name is Jim Durst. I'm the superintendent of the Indiana School for the Blind and Visually Impaired. We provide educational opportunities and experiences to students who are blind or have low vision, many who have additional handicapping conditions, in a situation and setting that is different from their local school corporations. In the public school, frequently a lot of the costs for the extracurriculars, the co-curriculars, the technology is passed on to families. We're not able to do that. We have found that the vast majority of our students are eligible for free and reduced lunch.
91% of students.
And it is very challenging for the families to come up with additional resources to address the costly assistive technology.
My name is Christina Davis. I am on the board of directors for the Indiana Blind Children's Foundation. I have 2 school-age children in our home district, and it's pretty much a one-size-fits-most situation where a Chromebook, which runs about $300, is proficient to serve all of the students. For our kids have, you know, all of them have some sort of a visual impairment. So it's obviously not a one-size-fits-all situation for our kids.
A comparable piece of equipment for an individual who is blind or has low vision might be a Braille Touch. A Braille Touch, unlike a few $100s, is $5,000 or $6,000. March 13th was when we were given instructions that we could not provide in-person learning. We had to go to a remote, more virtual delivery system. We didn't have the needed equipment for every student in every home.
We put together a survey pretty quickly to gauge what available technology they had in the home.
And we found that 86% of our kids in remote learning situations didn't have the assistive technology that was most appropriate for them depending on where they were in their learning cycle. Frequently, they were borrowing assistive technology from siblings. Many parents and families didn't have access to the internet. So for those students, it was particularly a challenge.
My name is Tina Allen. I am CEO of Eye Surgeons of Indiana and Surgical Care Center. One of our core values is education, and it's really important to support students in the community when it comes to education. I think that we take for granted nowadays the fact that, you know, every mother and father, they take their kids to school and, you know, iPads are available and computers are available and iPhones and, you know, all this different technology is just readily available. Technology is not the cause. Advancing students is the true cause. It's important to make sure that the funds behind the scenes come in so that those children have the same opportunities.
Fingers brush over a device's braille display.
The additional issue for our kids is that connectivity has become even more important.
My name is Selena. I am the school psychologist here at ISBVI. You can't get to the academics if you can't get past the social and emotional first. And for a lot of our kids, when there was a lack of technology to help them, then they were isolated. Technology helps to give them a platform and give them the opportunity to connect with each other, not only with each other, but with teachers, to find resources to figure out their identity. I think that that would give also the kids some independence, developing themselves and being intrinsically responsible for their own stuff.
Many students, my grandchildren included, are using a lot of social media. Our students use social media also, but again, social media through an assistive technology device, which is often difficult for them to acquire. And it also has a significant learning curve. It's been a challenge for families. It's been a challenge for parents in particular and students.
Two people walk on a path. One uses a white cane.
I'm Trevor. I've been at the school for about 6 years now.
A boy and woman walk side by side.
I am Kelly. I am Trevor's mom.
I love it here. Here they have a lot more that they can help me with. Everybody in the classrooms are either low vision or completely blind.
He's really done well with, you know, learning his cane here at the school, and he's like I say, he's learning Braille, and he's picking up on this, and he's just becoming more independent, and it scares me to death, no doubt. But I am very proud of him, and we would definitely not be where we are now without this school, for sure, without the education that these teachers have, you know, to share with them.
When I was little, I had just a little Android, small little tablet. Back then, I didn't know about this stuff, but now I have my iPad at home. Over there, I have the Brilliant and the iPad. The Brilliant is a small version of iPad. Whatever is on the iPad screen is on the Brilliant screen, but just transferred to Braille. Like if I was typing on the keyboard on the iPad, it was telling you what I was typing on here and then coming onto the screen, and VoiceOver was reading it.
.6 I space A M space.
It would be so much different. It'd be a lot harder if I didn't have the tech. I wouldn't be able to get in touch with people. And last school year, that was needed so much when we were out of school.
A lot of times it's looked over, you know, and a lot of times you don't ever know about it, because I certainly didn't, you know, until he starts coming home with this stuff, and I'm like, what is this, you know? I hope for them to be able to just strive like anybody else. They can be independent and they can get a job wherever they want, and, you know, with the technology enabling that, live happy lives and as normal as possible, be proud of themselves, and just, you know, have that, I did it, you know, like, just, they deserve it just like anybody else.
If our kids with disabilities don't have access to that, then that's a significant social justice issue. I mean, we can't just forget about them because the technology is expensive, or that it's hard to get, or that we haven't done this before. It's within our reach. We just need for our community to support our kids. And this is the best way that we think you can. This is direct technology in the hands of a student. It will change their lives.
Trevor types on the Brilliant. IBCF, Indiana Blind Children's Foundation, described by AudioEyes.
We're thrilled by the support of AbbVie, the Heritage Group, Midwest Eye Institute, and Bosma Enterprises, who've decided that we should start our funding off on the right foot. Before we move too far, though, I want to make sure that if you're still interested in that trip to Mexico, the Vedanta trip, you can find that by tapping Menu and Featured Items, and look for item number 615. The current bid's at $2,500. It's a $3,000 value. So continue bidding until 9 p.m. on that.
Tequila.
Beaches. Come on, you know you want to get away.
So between these 4 organizations, the first $14,500 in donations tonight will be matched dollar for dollar. We want to thank AbbVie for $7,500 in their match support, Heritage Group for your $5,000, and both Bosma Enterprises and Midwest Eye Institute for their support at the $1,000 level.
That's awesome.
Thank you for your generosity and your dedication to the students at the Indiana School for the Blind and Visually Impaired. Please remember that your donations during this portion of the program are 100% tax deductible.
Just write it off.
Write it off. Tonight's focus for funding is assistive technology. This increases the functional capabilities for people with visual impairments, and the need for technology is more important now than ever. I have a level for everyone watching tonight, and I hope everyone will participate when we get to your level. All you have to do is click the donate button, on your phone, and when we get to the number that you want to donate. Now, the first 50 people who donate at or above the $500 level will receive a pair of pearl studs donated by Diamonds Direct. We've got them on display right over here. We've got 50 pairs for the first 50
The large fake diamond does not include. Not included.
Just the pearl studs. So our opening number tonight is $6,000. Who can join us at the $6,000 level? $6,000 will provide one Braille note touch. This gives students the accessibility of a note taker with the power and efficiency of a modern smartphone or tablet. Thank you, Dave Shepler, for your donation. And the COVID-19 crisis and the need for distance learning has exposed a technology disparity in school districts across the country. While this disparity is not new, the coronavirus has triggered a global movement to shift classrooms online, which has prompted a new drive and motivation to resolve this disparity. Again, first level is $6,000. Who can join in at the $6,000 level and purchase one Braille Note Touch? We'd appreciate your donation right now.
Thank you, Michelle Freeman.
Yes, thank you. Our next level is $3,500. $3,500 will purchase a refreshable Braille display. Now, this Braille display can show up to 80 characters from the screen, and it is refreshable.
Thank you, Susan Jordan.
Yes.
I love Susan
You get
Jordan
pearl
and Ken
earrings.
Jordan.
So
Great
this
job.
refreshable display, it continuously changes as the user moves the cursor around on the screen on the attached device. And so those barriers to digital inclusion that currently exist at the Indiana School for the Blind and Visually Impaired are many and as diverse as the students impacted by the school.
We have an anonymous donor.
Anonymous donor.
Thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
That one before was my mom.
Our next level is $3,200.
And Dad.
$3,200 will buy a portable Jupiter magnifier. Now, this is a sleek and compact device that helps users of all ages who are visually impaired to see the world in high definition. While the common thread among our students is a visual impairment, each student has varying degree of vision loss and acuity. Their vision ability is what drives the type of adaptive device and application that is most appropriate for the students to learn and communicate. Amanda, we appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
And thank you to that anonymous donor. You helped us jump up from 6,000 to where we are today, 9,150. And thank you, Amanda. We're really excited to see these numbers keep going.
I think this is wonderful, though, because we are, I mean, you out there, you've seen the technology costs that these children we have to incur with these kids. And I'll tell you what, this is just absolutely phenomenal. This is going to, a Braille Apex notebook or, you know, one of these assistive technologies that they really do need to learn and further their education despite their disabilities.
That's right. These varying degrees of vision loss means that there's not one type of device or digital application that would best serve all students as reflected in most school districts across the country, where they have a one-size-fits-most approach.
Absolutely.
That does not necessarily work for our students. Again, $3,200 for that device, that magnifier. Our next level is $1,500. At the $1,500 level, you can buy an iPad Pro with keyboard case and Wi-Fi. Now, iPads can be used as assistive devices for students who are visually impaired or blind, and there are many built-in accessibility features on the iPad that make it accessible for students with low vision or those who are blind. Now, in today's classroom, a student is only as successful as their tech skills. Through technology, students with visual impairments have instant access to do unlimited internet research. And technology is used to write and edit, to collaborate on class projects, create presentations, the list goes on and on. Now, don't misunderstand, Braille is still a critical part of learning to read, functional daily living skills, and for many, personal enjoyment. However, through technology, students and adults have instant access to unlimited online resources and digital materials. Lisa Gallagher, we appreciate your support right now.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa. And I just want to say, and piggyback off of Trevor earlier, when COVID-19 hit, many of our students didn't have the capability to interact with their peers digitally. What an important piece to our social, emotional health that is needed by, well, everyone, but especially our kids during this crazy time in our history. So we want to see those bids come in, those donate button, hit that donate button. What you're doing tonight is changing the trajectory for a student, their life path, by giving them access to this digital inclusion piece.
And don't forget, the first $14,500 is getting matched dollar for dollar. So once we hope that we at least reach that level and go a little bit higher than that. But we want to make sure that you know your donation up to the first $14,500 is essentially doubled.
I think bringing it back to kind of close to home, I know that in a lot of offices I go into and a lot of people that I talk to, you know, one child at home trying to use a device for e-learning is hard enough, but you know, I've had some moms and dads say that, oh my gosh, I have 3 kids, they're all at home. Our Wi-Fi, you know, is kind of all over the place, and you know, this is something where these are the kids that are going to schools where, you know, they might be able to have that capability better than others, and so this is really important for our students to be able to learn that way.
Absolutely.
We appreciate all your support so far,
Absolutely.
But we encourage you to continue donating. For those of you who have donated, thank you so much. Our next level is $1,200. $1,200 will buy a Bluetooth-enabled laptop. And this will allow the ability to connect Bluetooth devices like a refreshable Braille display or a Bluetooth switch, which we'll talk about on the next level, one of the next levels here. Now, currently 86% of the students don't have the appropriate learning devices or tools consistent access to adaptive technology needed. Maybe some of the higher donation amounts are not in your budget, but will you please consider donating at a level slightly higher than you were originally considering? Supporters that make a donation between the $100 and $250 level will receive a $10 gift certificate towards the greenhouse sale on the campus for the ISBVI next weekend, which is October 10th and 11th. So our next level is $200. $200 will purchase 2 Bluetooth switches. Now, Bluetooth is a most widely used Bluetooth switch interface for tablets, mobile phones, and computers. Now, the Bluetooth allows you to quickly and easily connect 1 or 2 accessibility switches to your device via a Bluetooth connection.
What would we do without Bluetooth?
You know, and I just want to thank a few folks that have come through already. Christina Simon, Teresa Brunn, Melina Ruggery, thank you. You helped us jump up from 9,000 to where we are right now, 11,000. Oh, Sam Miner, 13,150. We're almost there.
We're getting close. We're getting close.
We want to make that match.
We can go over, but we're getting close.
Our next level is $160. $160 provides the annual cost for JAWS software. JAWS is a screen reader for PCs, and JAWS is an acronym for Job Access with Speech. It's the world's most popular screen reader, developed for computer users with vision loss and they're prevented from seeing the screen or navigating with the mouse. JAWS provides speech and Braille output for the most popular computer applications on your PC. And so, again, another anonymous donation. We appreciate every donation that we're getting.
Thank you, guys.
Our final level for tonight is a Braille box at $125. Now, the Braille box is for use with Leapfrog Phonics. It's a Braille version of the popular Leapfrog fridge.
And this is for our little ones. So we're looking at our 3 to 5-year-olds for this particular level that would receive this Leapfrog blocks piece for their fridge. So this helps in pre-Braille skills, which is so crucial to setting the right path for kids there at the School for the Blind.
We're so close to getting that match. If we could just get a couple more, there we go. I love seeing those donations come in. Thank you, John Alvarado. We appreciate your support. We're almost there.
I know him.
You know him?
He's a good guy.
She knows him.
We're almost to the level where we can put in the match, just a little bit more, and we'll be at that $14,500.
We're almost there,
if
guys.
If you've donated once, would you please consider donating just a little bit more? Maybe $50, maybe $25.
We're getting
those little amounts sure do add up to help us get to that match total of $14,500. Laura, do you think we should go ahead and add the match in right now?
I think we should. Let's see what we've already done.
Let's go ahead
tonight.
and, thank you, Wanda Kimball. Wanda. We're getting closer with every donation. Let's go ahead and add in the matching gifts to the scoreboard to see our total amount raised.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this
during
is
the funded need
amazing
portion.
for our students.
This
Thank
is
you for
awesome.
making that change, for being the change. Thank you, Arvetta. Amazing, amazing what our community has done to support our kids. Keep that money coming in. We can do this together. We can be a part of that community that makes that difference for a child with a visual impairment.
Amanda Black, thank you.
We're so excited that you came to celebrate with us tonight, but the night's not over yet. Please remember that you can still donate through the evening by clicking the Donate Now button or anytime at our website, indianabcf.org. Our students are counting on your donation.
We are so thankful to each of you for your support this evening. Thank you for making us a part of your night and inviting us into your living rooms and your homes, ensuring that children with visual impairments have access to the digital world. I want to take a moment and thank this community for stepping up and being the change in the life of a child with visual impairment. You have opened doors for our students to be seated at the table and included digitally in the world and stay connected to loved ones. Once again, thank you to all of our sponsors, the Board of Directors of the Indiana Blind Children's Foundation, the 2020 Gala Committee, and the 2020 Silent Auction Committee. They really pulled it through this year. Thank you, guys. For sure. The ISBVI staff, students, and families, the ex-ambassadors, Casey and Sam Harris, our friends from Vine Society and Horse Soldier Bourbon, my friends here on stage with me, Laura Alvarado and Mark Bish, and the Marquis team. Thank you guys helping us, and also Ripcord Events. We couldn't have done it without you. And before I turn things over to Laura, I want to mention silent auction will close down at 9. So fight everybody for the items that you want. Overbid everybody. That's great. And you will be able to pick up your items at the School for the Blind on Saturday, October 10th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It'll be down by the 75th Street gate entrance. If you want me to bring them to you for some reason, just text me and I'll let you know if I can. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone. I am so happy that you all were here with us tonight.
I would like to just jump in there one more time. And we are $75 away from our hitting $30,000. Can we get just a few people, or maybe even one person, to donate that $75 so we can make that $30,000 on our scoreboard? One $75 donation will do it. 3 $25 donations will do it. And Lindsay's over here making a donation.
I think I might bid.
We appreciate your support. Thank you. Oh, there we go.
Bob Smith,
folks,
thank
we
you.
love it.
Missy
Thank
Parrish,
you so much.
thank you.
I have to sign in.
I just want to thank my team here tonight. This has been phenomenal. And thank you guys at home for sticking with us. It's been an amazing journey this year. We couldn't have been where we are today without you. I'd like to introduce you to a supporter whose voice you hear every day on WTTS 92.3 FM radio. Over this last year, Laura Duncan and her team have become a part of the IBCF community, helping us tell our story and reach new audiences. Laura Duncan has not only been on the airways since 1989, she has won numerous awards for her work, and she was instrumental in helping us secure the partnership with ex-ambassadors this evening. So, you're seeing some wonderful images right now of our friends, the ex-ambassadors, who with one request came through for us tonight. I think that's pretty remarkable considering they're big rock stars. So we want to thank them for doing this. And it is my pleasure to introduce you now to our friend, Laura Duncan.
Hi, I'm Laura Duncan from 92.3 WTTS in Indianapolis. I'm so proud to be a part of this evening's program and the partnership with the Indiana Blind Children's Foundation. At WTTS, community is very important to us as we are locally owned and operated. And I know that all of those involved with the foundation and the School for the Blind go above and beyond to make everyone feel so very special. So thanks again for allowing us to be a part of tonight's program. And without further ado, Sam and Casey, take it away.
In a bright kitchen.
Hey, what's up? Sam and Casey from Ex-Ambassadors here, brought to you by WTTS. We are here all the way in sunny California. Gonna play some tunes for you today. We are also here today to support the Blind School Initiative. This is something that obviously hits very close to home for Casey and for myself and for our band and our family. So we are honored to be here. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Play a couple songs for you. This first one is a song called Renegades.
Sam plays guitar and sings. Casey is on keyboard. Sam puts down his acoustic guitar.
Next song has a song called Unsteady. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady. A little unsteady. Hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady. A little unsteady.
hear approach, appear. Daddy, I'm alone, 'cause this house don't feel like home. If you love me, don't let go. Oh, if you love me, don't let go. Just hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady, a little unsteady. Oh, hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady, a little unsteady. Mother, I know that you're tired of being alone. Dad, I know you're trying to fight when you feel like flying. But if you love me, don't let go. No, no. If you love me, don't let go. Just hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady, a little unsteady. Oh, hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady, a little unsteady. Oh, hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady, a little unsteady.
All right.
He retrieves the guitar.
Okay, this next one is one that actually only just kind of started replaying in quarantine because we were getting some requests from our fans to play this one, and I think it actually really speaks to the moment, and at least for me it does, and I really love playing it. It's a song called Torches.
Bring on your forces of nature. Bring on the storm that's raging. 'Cause if you get lost in the shadows, there's a fire inside you. Be the light that guides you. Come on, carry your flame. Carry it higher. And even in the darkness, carry your torches. Come on, carry your flame. Set the night on fire. And even in the darkness, carry your torches. Bring on your bows and arrows. Bring on your plagues and pharaohs. 'Cause if you get lost in the shadows, there's a fire inside you. And you know that I'll find you. Come on, carry your flame. Carry it higher. And even in the darkness, carry it higher, and even in the darkness, carry your torches.
That's fantastic, guys. An amazing performance. Now, I'm just popping in real quick while you change sets. We're getting lots of love for ex-ambassadors from all of our viewers. So keep using the hashtag TTLG2020 to spread the love on social media. As a reminder, the silent auction is open until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get your bids in now before it closes. Thank you all for making this virtual gala so special. And stay tuned for a special Q&A with Sam and Casey after their performance. Okay, ex-ambassadors, back to you.
All right. Thank you guys so much again for having us. We wish we could be there in person. And I hope everyone's healthy and safe. And we're wishing and sending you our best. The song is called Belong.
It's funny how life gets complicated. It's funny how life just takes its toll. It's funny how everything leads to something. But now I'm back where I belong. Where I belong. Where I when I hold you close, I'm where I belong. It's funny how everything burns to ashes. It's funny how people just lose control. I felt like my life wasn't going nowhere, but now I'm back where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. When I hold you close, I'm where I belong. Lost in a carousel of my emotions, I was living a life that was not my own. But in the deep and darkest nights, you guide me home, where I belong, where I belong. When I hold you close, I'm where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. When I hold you close, yeah, I'm where I belong. Woo, 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 woo,
Sam flashes a peace sign.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. That was absolutely beautiful performance. I'm so impressed with how amazing everything sounds, even in your kitchen. You're getting a lot of love from all of our attendees online here, too. Like you said, Sam, we'd love to be with you in person, but we've received so much support for our virtual gala this year. Thank you for supporting the Indiana Blind Children's Foundation and help us raise awareness and support of accessing technology for all the students. Since COVID has affected so many of our lives, a lot of us have been working from home and spending a lot more time on our computers. What role has technology played for you guys in your personal and professional lives throughout the pandemic?
Sam answers.
Yeah, technology has played a very crucial role during this whole pandemic. I mean, I know I've been using Zoom and FaceTime a lot, Skype to connect and talk with our parents, and right now connect and talk with my wife. Because since we're in our little bubble, like we haven't been able to see each other.
Casey,
as well as making music. I mean, we rely on the internet and our various abilities to record and send audio tracks back and forth to each other. For the most part, I mean, this is the first time we've been able to be together for a long time. So yeah, we're really dependent on our abilities with computers and the technology that's out there.
Yeah, it's mostly been sending files back and forth, and that's honestly not too dissimilar to how we've worked in the past, even how we work here, sending files back and forth between our computers. But, the fact that we're able to do that, period, now is so lucky. So feeling very fortunate.
That is so neat, Sam. I hope you were able to see your wife again soon. That's really important. But I'm glad you guys are able to stay connected. I wanted to also ask you guys about your recent music app called Boom. It's a really cool musical experience. Could you please explain how the idea for the app came about and tell us about what that does?
The Boom app was a really cool experience. It was, honestly, it came out of just a brainstorm session that we were doing where we were talking about music video ideas for the song, and came up with this idea to do spatialized audio for the video, and then it just sort of followed that, we should try making a video without a video. It was an untried, niche thing that no one else had done, and it's, for me in particular, I've always said that watching music videos is practically like, listening to the song on Spotify. There's no real difference. And so this was as drastically different as you could get. There wasn't any visuals. There was just purely audio that was completely, interactive and immersive. And I'm really proud of it, honestly, for both, making a video that's successful to the blind community, and then also I think it's given a unique experience to a lot of sighted people who've tried it out.
Yeah.
That is so cool that you guys were able to create something that had not been done before. You should feel very proud of yourselves. I hope everyone watching in can go check out the Boom app and experience it for themselves. So to begin to wrap things up here, and going along with our theme of the show must go on, this year has thrown a lot of obstacles at all of us, and we've had to adapt in many new and sometimes uncomfortable ways. But as a band and as individuals, considering your own obstacles in life, what message do you want to send to all the students at ISBVI?
Yeah, I think the message that we want to send to the students today, given the incredible obstacles that you face, for me, I would say be patient with yourselves, be patient with your parents or your caretakers, I don't know, in case you have some words of wisdom.
Honestly, just never stopping, never giving up. I mean, it sounds really trite and lame, but it's seriously, it's what, I've done as a person, what we've done as a band, and it's, how we are where we are today. So you just, even when you're sick in the back of the van, in some unknown place where you can't even find your way to the local restroom, you just don't stop. Like, it's just, you never find a place where you're like, I'm done. You keep on finding those deeper and deeper reserves, and you just got to keep going. That's the way to do it.
This is a very unique moment in history, and we're all truly in this together.
Yeah.
So you're not alone.
Yep. Never give up. That is a great message. We want to encourage everyone watching of all abilities that no matter what obstacles life throws your way, just never give up. And on that note, my final question to you guys is, how much is inclusion and creating access for all a part of how you create and share your music, whether it's with your records or CDs or at your shows?
We have been more and more recently trying to actively been actively try to be more inclusive in the media that we put out and the content that we put out for the blind and disabled community.
It's strange to say, honestly, it's something I hadn't even really put much thought into until this last album cycle, and then it really just, it came like a flash that, we hadn't done anything like that, and it was, this album was very personal to us, Orion, and, about us essentially as people, and I think one of the ways we personalized it was by adding Braille to the cover, not just the image of Braille, but actual tactile Braille to like the vinyl, and we had a Braille billboard up for the launch of the album, and I was really proud of all that, because it's not only reaching out to the blind community, it's also making the rest of the world aware of the blind community, which I think sometimes is is lost in the bigger picture.
Yeah. And it's a part of our DNA. So to ignore that would be to not be true, and that is the whole mission, I think, as artists, is to be true.
And I think we've been taking and are going to be taking more steps towards making our concerts even more inclusive. We've been, making sure that our concerts are accessible for, anyone in wheelchairs and, people with all kinds of disabilities. And it's something we intend to really, double down on and get serious about. Once concerts start happening again, yeah.
Yep, we can't wait to see you guys back on tour and doing concerts again. I'm sure you miss it, as we all do. This has been a phenomenal evening. Thank you all so much for performing for us tonight and talking with us and supporting the students at the Indiana School for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Thank you guys so much again for having us.
Truly.
Take care.
Described by AudioWise.
Well, that concludes our concert with ex-ambassadors. Thank you all for coming out tonight. And just a friendly reminder that the silent auction ends at 9 p.m., so keep those bids going. Your support this evening will impact many young people. It was a pleasure being part of such a wonderful event. Thank you for being the change necessary for children with visual impairments to be included in the digital world. Be safe and be well. Good night.